What happens when one of the world's most critical maritime corridors is transformed from a free international waterway into a privatized toll road? On April 7, 2026, minutes before a final military deadline, the narrative of the U.S. Israel-Iran conflict shifted from total war to chokepoint diplomacy. At the center of this pivot is the Hormuz Protocol, a 10-point plan that has successfully paused strikes for a 2-week period. But this truce comes with a radical price tag: a proposed $2 million transit fee for every commercial vessel entering the Persian Gulf. This isn't just a ceasefire, it is the birth of a new sovereign regime over the world's most important energy artery. Welcome to World Strategy Lab. In this strategic briefing, we analyze the structural implications of Iran's 10-point proposal. The most disruptive clause is the formalization of a transit levy, which Tehran frames as a security service fee to be split with Oman for regional reconstruction. Under international maritime law, the Strait of Hormuz is a free transit passage. However, Iran is now attempting to exploit legal loopholes to monetize its control. By charging up to $2 million per tanker, Tehran is effectively imposing a global energy tax. With roughly 20% of the world's oil and LNG passing through this narrow 21-mile gap, this protocol would transform the strait into a permanent source of revenue for the Iranian state, rivaling the earnings of the Suez Canal. Strategy becomes a bargaining chip. While the transit fees dominate the headlines, the 10-point plan contains a nuclear sovereignty clause that may be even more significant. Reports indicate that the Farsi version of the proposal explicitly requires the United States to recognize Iran's right to uranium enrichment as a condition for the permanent reopening of the strait. This is a classic grand bargain strategy. Tehran is betting that a world economy reeling from $140 per barrel oil will force Washington to accept terms that were previously non-negotiable. President Trump has characterized the plan as a workable basis for negotiations, but he has also warned that U.S. forces will remain hanging around to ensure the waterway remains complete, immediate, and safe. Whether this leads to a durable peace or a tactical pause, the structural reality has changed. The era of unchallenged Western naval dominance in the Gulf is being replaced by a volatile, multipolar struggle for control. In grand strategy, the most effective weapon is a deal your enemy cannot afford to refuse. As the first ships prepare to pay the new toll, we are seeing that the price of reopening the strait may be a total realignment of global power.